Hello, welcome back to Here We Tow. Today I'm at Camper UK in Lincolnshire and I'm here to review this. Now this is the Carado V339 Pro Plus. Now Carado is a German manufacturer and they make what I would consider entry-level motorhomes, but with a very good build quality. Although they're not full of beautiful finishings, they are very practical and you won't go far wrong with a Carado. So let's go through some facts and figures on this V339. Now the V range, V is van. This is actually their compact range, and when I talk about compact I mean the actual width of this motorhome. Now the Carado V range, it's based in the UK on Fiat, the Fiat Ducato, and this is the 2025 model. You can tell that because of this new front. I've pointed this out in a few videos. We've got the Fiat badge and then we've got these vents in the grille here. This is how you're going to distinguish a 2025 model. Based on the Fiat Ducato, as I say, it will come in right-hand drive and manual as standard. 2.2 litre diesel engine and 140 horsepower. Now, what I do like about this is there is the option of the automatic or the manual, and the price. Now these start at £58,000. The one here at Camper UK, yes, it is £69,000. That's because it's got quite a few extras on it, including the automatic transmission. But £58,000 is the actual starting price. So let's go through the rest of the facts and figures. Size-wise, now this motorhome, it's 6 metres and 85 centimetres in length, so it's under 7 metres. Width-wise, it's 2 metres and 10 centimetres in width, and height-wise, it's 2 metres and 70 centimetres. Weight-wise, this vehicle has a gross vehicle weight of 3,500 kilos or 3.5 tonnes, so you can drive this on your car licence. If you want, you can upplate it to 3,650, so that'll give you an extra 150 on your payload, but you will need your category C1 on your licence for that. So otherwise, 3.5 tonne, you can drive it on your normal car licence. So those are the external facts and figures. Now this Pro Plus here at Camper UK, this has come with the silver cab on the Fiat. On the Pro Plus, you're also going to get the colour coordinated front bumper as well. What we're going to do is we're going to make our way first of all down the offside of the Carado V339. Now on this you are getting the Fiat alloy wheels. We have got these narrower width door mirrors. On a normal motorhome, you'll notice they protrude more. Because this is a compact motorhome, they're more like a van conversion. So this makes it a much more agile vehicle, great on narrow lanes. Driver's side door, again in the silver because of the silver cab, but we can see the graphics, the decals for the 2025 season continuing down the side of the motorhome. Now this one here at Camper UK has been fitted with the wind out 2-lay awning in white, as you can see there. The door, the silver finish, because this is an entry-level motorhome, we're not getting any window in the habitation door, but we are getting an electric step on this one. Here we'll find the vents for the fridge and freezer, which we'll see when we go inside. And then continuing down, there's the electric hookup point here. And then the door for the garage. What I'll do is I'll let you whiz round and we'll have a look in the garage. Now there's 2 garage doors, near side and offside. We'll take a look through here on the offside. So looking in, good sized garage. You're going to be able to get plenty of bikes and equipment in there. There is a power socket and the air blown heating does feed into the garage to keep it warm as well, depending on what you've got in there. And there is a light as well, which I'll turn off now we've been in there. Now coming down to the rear of the Carado, I quite like the back end of a Carado. Yes, it's fairly simple, but for the price and against its competition, I think it has a nice finish to it. We've got the LED lights. It is, yes, a white rear back end. You'll notice there is no rear view camera. That's because of the price point. If you wanted to fit an aftermarket one, I'm sure that would be possible, but at the moment from the factory, that's how this would come. So the rear end, and here we can see the Pro Plus and the V339. So that's our back end. Let's head off down the near side. So this is our second garage door, and in here we're going to find as well room for 2 11-kilo gas bottles situated in there. Now the vent here is for the Truma air blown heating. This one has the upgraded Truma 6E, so that is going to run off gas and electric. So if you're on electric hookup, you can heat the motorhome on that electric system. Then we have our toilet cassette point here, and the water filling point. On board you are going to find 116 litres of fresh water and a 92 litre grey waste tank. So onboard water tanks there. Then we have the passenger door side with the diesel filler, and that's the exterior of the Carado. Now on this one it hasn't got any solar fitted, there's no satellite navigation no satellite system fitted, sorry. If you wanted to fit those to the roof, those are extras you could add. Right, let's venture in. So coming to the habitation door, I've already operated our electric step. So the door opens up, it is this one piece, there's some coat hooks there as we can see, and we'll step inside. Now, up in the front of the cab, this one, as I say, is the automatic. So it's had automatic fitted. It's got the new 2025 Fiat Ducato multifunctional steering wheel and the digital dash. You will get a USB charger up there in the cab. There are blinds as well, which is always good to see. We like to see blinds for privacy. So those are fitted up there. And this light colour scheme on the fabrics. And these two chairs do swivel round for when you want to turn them round to use. Now, another bonus of the Carado is, despite it being entry level, even at £58,000, we've got this sunroof here. You'll find there are blinds all the way around, and the fly screens. Again, these are things that you definitely want when you're away in the motorhome. Turning round, the lounge area. Now, this motorhome, it does have 4 travel seats. It can be used as a 2-berth, you can use it as a 4-berth. It depends on the variant you choose. I think generally this may well be a couple's motorhome. Table here, this does actually drop down. You can move this as well, as you can see. Underneath there's a plug socket as well, so you can sit at this table and do some work, whatever it is you're wanting to do, and as I say, swivel these chairs around. Television, there is a pre-fitted television bracket there, so if you're wanting to watch television in the motorhome, you can fit it up there. You do have a cupboard here, storage. These finishes on here, these are sort of a white matte finish, nice strong clasps that you can see there on the cupboard doors, so they do feel solid, but just a nice plain finish. Coming along, there's a sunroof here. There is this additional light as well in the ceiling. The lower the price point, generally, the less things you're going to get, like more lighting and things like that. So that's quite normal to expect, not as much nice, soft, cosy lighting at this price point. But I found this one quite well illuminated with this large light there. And as you can see, we've got additional lights as well, under lights there. And there is a charging point as well. So this is your lounge area. Another feature, as well as having the Truma air-blown heating, we have got electric underfloor heating as well in this area here. So you'll have additional heat through that electric heating. Now we move to our kitchen. So our kitchen is on the offside of the motorhome. Again, it's fairly plain and straightforward, but it is practical. If I open this cupboard door, another really strong overhead locker there, and the same on this side. So we've got our storage in the overhead lockers. And then coming down, there is some worktop space. What I generally say with motorhomes is, if they haven't got any flap here, is use your dining room table as well as extra space. Coming along, now we've got a bit of an all-in-one here. So we've got 2 gas burning rings that we can see here, and our kitchen sink. So it's all contained under there. This lifts up, and it's going to give you the hot and cold that's going to run through your Truma hot water tank. On this one, your tanks are also insulated as well. That's an option that's been added. Moving along, now this is good. This is a good use of space. We've got a bit of extra worktop space here, and there's a plug socket as well. So you can put your electrical items on there, like your kettle or coffee machine, and use this and plug in there. Coming down, we've got an under counter. This is actually a Thetford under counter fridge and freezer. I believe this is 78 litres, and this is going to run off gas and electric. It's when you're on hookup, it's going to plug in, it'll run off that electric system. If you're off grid, you'll use your gas to keep that running. So that's absorption. Coming along again, we have our Thetford gas oven and grill. So this is an optional extra that's been added to this one at Camper UK. So this is an optional extra. If you went for the £58,000 model, you wouldn't get that as standard. And I think, to be fair, most of us like an oven, don't we? Down here, a little bit of storage just under that oven space. And then coming along, there's the control panel here for the Truma heating. And then we have further storage as well. With this being a 3.5 ton motorhome, obviously always be careful with your payload. It's always a good idea just go to a weighbridge and get an idea of exactly what you have got. Now before I dive back here, we'll just come down this near side. So there's further hooks here for coats, this nice long mirror, and in here we're going to find our washroom. So it's an all-in-one shower room and toilet facility. Now this motorhome, as I said, it's 6 metres and 85 centimetres, and it's compact, so it's quite narrow. So it's nice to see that we've got a good sized washroom. I'm just going to step in. So as you can see, it's a step in. There's a bit of a lip there. It's going to keep all the water in. Step in. We've got a nice finish on here because if I just open this, this is going to give us an additional, once we're in the shower, this is going to deploy when the door's shut in here to make the enclosed shower room. So when we come inside, now let's start over here. There's some hooks for towels. There's also the pull down towel rail here. Sunroof for ventilation when you are showering. A little storage cupboard. Now one thing I point out on premium motorhomes is I always expect something here to keep the toiletries back. I wouldn't on this level of motorhome. So just be mindful when you have driven a few miles, your toiletries may have moved and you don't want those falling on you. So that's something that I'd just be mindful of. Coming down, bit of storage in there, maybe put your toilet roll in there. We've got the Thetford swivel toilet, so that will move around and you'll be able to put that this way and close the door. It's always important that you can close the door when you're using the loo. Daft as that may sound, always test when you look at a motorhome that you can sit on the loo and close the door. You don't want to find out when you're on the campsite. Coming along, good size sink, and what I like is there's no intrusion from cabinets. We've got these mirrors, the swivel tap, and a good size sink to get in there. Now what I'll do, there's a little, if you see here, this plastic here, if I push that in there and slide this over, it's going to create our shower room. And this is nice because we've got a separate shower head. We're not having to use the sink. There's a shower head here, so we can pull that off. Hot and cold tap there. Yes, there's some intrusion here, which, you know, that's going to be, I'd imagine, the rear wheel potentially from where we are in the motorhome. If not, it'll be a water tank. So we've got the shower here. When that door is closed, that's when you're going to deploy this additional shower panel. And this is a watertight space. Plug, as we can see down there, 2 plugs. This is a really good size shower. I'm tempted to get Jules to come in because some of you like to see Jules in action. Do you want to dive in here, Jules? Jules says not today, but it is quite good to get Jules to come in. But I would say good size shower. I do like the finish on that. Let me close that up, shut that across there. There we go. And that's our shower room. That is nice. Right, let me close this door. Now we'll venture back into the bedroom space. In terms of privacy, there is a privacy curtain screen here. You're going to, if I'll just demonstrate it a little bit so you can see it, it's the concertina style. You pull that across, it's going to go all the way to this wall. So on a night time, full privacy there. That's a nice finish. Put that across and it will just clip back into place as well, so it's tied back. Island bed, a rear island bed on this model. Good size bed, 195 centimetres long and 140 centimetres wide, so not bad at all. I will clamber up. So back here we can see the lighting just under there. There's no extra lighting up in this ceiling, and when I was talking about lighting before, that's where I'd maybe just have liked an additional light, but we're not getting that. But we've got good sized cupboards, and at each side of the bed we've got wardrobe space, and there's a little light in there as well, so that's nice. So illuminated wardrobe, say one on each side, and the 2 cupboards, and a good size island bed. And because there isn't too much of a cut off, you're not losing foot space. The more cut off and shaped the bed is, the narrower it becomes at the bottom and the less space you are going to get. There are these steps to come up. Just down on this side here, if you actually buy one of these, down that near side, if your frost protection kicks in on your hot water tank, you can reset it down there. So that's useful to know if you have that in cold weather, which we've had recently. It's been freezing. So that is the bedroom space. We've just got these plain white walls, the nets. There are blinds and fly screens, and these rear windows do open. So that is the bedroom space. A good size island bed, 195 centimetres long. Nice kitchen on the offside, the oven and grill, the under counter fridge and freezer. Love that little washroom, really good space. The lounge area, these seats will swivel round, TV bracket, the sunroof. We've got on this model fitted the Truma 6E. We've got the wind out awning, the electric step, the silver cab. This one has the automatic at Camper UK, but if you were starting at the base price point of 58,000, yes, it's going to be a little bit more basic, but it's going to get you out in a nicely put together motorhome. So one to consider. So that is the Carado V339 Pro Plus here at Camper UK. They've got other Carado models. I'll put my usual links in the description. Let me know what you think. Priced at 58,000, not a bad motorhome, and it's nice and compact and agile. So yeah, add your comments, I'll be pleased to read them. So as always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.